This next man needs no introduction. He is quickly become someone who I really enjoy sitting down with because I've gotten to know his heart. Would you please join me in welcoming Tacoma Chief of Police, Avery L. Moore. Welcome back to Cityline.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you here. And we're going to talk about a kids' health and safety fair. Oh my gosh, nothing says kids' health and safety like summertime. When I can remember my parents making the fatal mistake of saying, go outside and play, which I don't think we say that to our children anymore. And then come home when it gets dark. That's a lot of time I and my sister could get into trouble in that neighborhood. Luckily, you have some things for us to do. So let's talk about what is the Kids Health and Safety Fair?
So the Kids Health and Safety Fair, this will be the second time we've done it.
Nice.
It's going to be an annual event, and it's uniquely special to me like all our events are, but this one is about kids. The purpose of this event is to make sure that kids are prepared for that first day. I believe that the first day in many ways sets the tempo for the entire year. So our goal as a police department, along with the community members, have just been incredible with their support, from financial support, time, you name it, they've been there. This community is incredible in how they feel about the police department, how they feel about kids, I think is really severely understated. Anytime we ask for help, they just come out of the woodworks. So Kids Health and Safety Fair, I believe it's going to be one of the most exciting days of the year. Everything at our event is absolutely free. Your backpacks that we will give away will be filled with your grade level of supplies.
Look at this. Yes.
We will be giving away coats for those who want them to keep our kids warm. You know, I live in Tacoma, and I'm not from here, but it's just odd to me that when I go by bus pickups, the kids don't have coats.
I know.
So we want to give donations of coats out. We even have a dentist coming.
The
Think
dentist
about that.
word.
Yeah, to come out and get some free, just basic dental work done that many kids don't have the opportunity to ever even go to a dentist.
Right.
We're going to have nurses out there where you can ask them if you have particular problems, et cetera, and they can give you medical advice and direction. So it's going to be an awesome day. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some clothes that we give away, Nikes, jeans, and it's just going to be a great day for kids. So here's the criteria.
Okay, tell us what were the rules.
You have to have the kid with you, because it's
by an
about,
adult.
yes, a parent preferably.
Guardian, you name
because
it.
our goal is to service as many kids as we can. And what we don't want to happen is someone to exploit that. Okay. So that's why it's important that you bring your kids with you. And it's a kids fair. We want the kids to receive all these free services. And again, it's the police department, it's the community, it's the city, because council people will be there. And it's just going to be a great day. Everything from our perspective, we're volunteering our time. Everything is free, and we want you to come out. It's first come, first serve. My goal is to leave absolutely empty-handed. We have nothing to pack up and take back. So
just give it to the kids. So
give it to the kids.
We're going to show a poster here that gives us a date and time, but why don't you go ahead and tell our folks at home when this is?
This will be September, August the 24th.
Okay.
From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Yes, ma'am, this Saturday at the Eastside Community Center. We're going to have some things that are outside. We're going to have some things that are inside. So here's the reason I'm saying that. As we know, in the Pacific Northwest, rain does not stop us.
It does not.
So do not think it's going to be canceled. We will be there. We'll be excited, and we want to service your kids.
I love this. You know, the question is, with everything that Tacoma has on its plate, and I mean your shoulders and your team's shoulders, why did Tacoma Police Department sponsor such an event? Because you've got a lot of irons in the fire. Why this?
So, candidly, I was one of those kids that sometimes had to go to school and didn't have supplies. And I remember how I felt, and I didn't like the feeling. So I had the opportunity in my previous job to do this event, and I could see how the kids felt. There's nothing worse than going to school and the teacher says, how many have their school supplies? Your head goes down because you don't. That's what we're trying to avoid. Every event that we've done here is personal to all of us. That's why I brought my man, as you know, Mr. Smith Burvin with me. We've experienced this stuff. And it's not, I hate to say fair because fair is subjective, but it's not fair. A kid shouldn't have to be the only one in his class or two or three that doesn't have the equipment to be successful. Exactly. And that's what we want. So come on out. Again, first come, first serve.
Okay.
And we want to leave empty-handed.
Give me an age range, because with you know how parents are on Saturday with, you know, I've got 3 kids and they all want to go different directions across the town. So 5-year-olds to 15-year-olds, 5 to 10?
I don't know that we have it that way.
Okay.
I think ours is just based on the grades.
Okay.
So we have a certain amount for elementary, certain
Right.
amount for middle school, certain amount for high school.
On a first come, first serve
And it's
basis,
first
you
come,
said,
first serve.
Yes.
Yeah, because again, the idea is that you get a backpack, you get a coat. We're even giving out free bicycles.
What?
And a fitted helmet.
What?
So think about that. So it's kind of like for school, but it's really kind of like Christmas too. Because there's
really
so many things
is.
that are going to be there with the idea of making you successful. You know, a lot of kids walk to school. Right. If they had a bike, maybe they could ride it to school,
That's right.
lock it up, and ride it back home.
And do you remember riding bikes as a
I
kid
do.
with your buddies and how that felt? And you've just got done saying beautifully, if you didn't have the school supplies, your head went down. If you met some new people at school and they're like, hey, do you want to ride bikes after school? And you don't have one, your head hangs even lower. So what a beautiful way to lower some barriers for kids to get to know the kids in their neighborhood, but also to co-parent with parents, to say, you know, parents are working 4 and 5 jobs. They are in an Alice situation. Yeah. A bike is the last thing that maybe a parent could afford when we're talking about new tennis shoes for kids for the whole year. So Chief Moore and all of the angels that follow you, that you lead, thank you so much for all that you do for us. And from my mother's heart, thank you for taking care of our babies.
Well, I'll take that, but I won't take it from me.
Okay.
Because my idea, but could not do it
without
the community.
All right,
Couldn't do it without the police department, couldn't do it without city council. This really is a collaborative effort to show these kids that they're not our future. I don't agree with that. They are our now.
They are.
And if we don't fix now, they won't have a future.
All right. So now it's time for our pet of the week, because every child needs a pet. Don't go away, because when we come back, we'll introduce you to a spunky 6-year-old. No, I'm not talking about the spirit of play that Chief Avery Moore brings with him, who enjoys the best of both worlds. We'll explain when we come right back.